Hey everyone, it's been a month since our last update, and to be honest, we've been really quiet just because we've been hard at work improving Rambutan based on all the great feedback that we've gotten from virtual assistants, corporate workers, even businesses. And for this video, we just want to show you exactly what we've been working on. So out of all the things that we've been hearing, the first question that we typically get is, what the heck is an Exp card? And that's actually caused us to think about how we communicate Exp cards better, because it's actually something that's really unique to Rambutan that's different than any traditional job platform that you see online. Let me actually show you what an Exp card does and why it's going to actually help you find a job faster in the future. I'm sure you know what a resume includes. It's all the jobs that you've worked for, schools that you've been to, any skills or credentials that you've gained over the years. All of those individually can be their own Exp card. Every Exp card is like its own mini advertisement to attract businesses to find you faster. So instead of a business that has to dig through your entire resume just to see if you're valuable or not, we're able to send out every single bit of experience you have that's searchable and indexable by businesses to find that specific skill set, so they know that you're qualified for the job without having to look at anything else on your resume. So I'm just going to show you from the pro side of Rambutan to what the business sees. We're taking a look at some of the Exp cards that she's created. You can kind of think of this as writing a resume, but we're just doing it differently. And all these are buttons to create a certain type of Exp card. So all these different things put together can create your own dynamic resume. We'll take a look at one Exp card, for an example, that's already created. And for her, this one is a digital marketing and product specialist. These little red tabs right here, these are actually just categories to be a part of what industry that this falls in line with. So for this, she's added digital marketing as one category, creative multimedia production as another, and sales and business development. So each of these categories, and along with the name of her company, where she worked at, the role, a description, all of that is searchable by a business, and they're able to find specifically a digital marketing and product specialist way faster. I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So as you can see, I'm using a different account, and this is a business account. This is actually our account, Mango Machine. You can see immediately that she's the first one on this. But if she wasn't so obvious, if she was down the list, you can actually go in here as a business and go through all these categories that I mentioned. So if you want to find something that's creative, a worker that's in the Philippines that has actually done work experience, you can refine that search as a business, and immediately Faith's Exp card will pop up. So as you click it, you'll see that there's this right panel for a business, and it shows exactly the information that they're looking for. And it has this description of what she did and the impact that she made here at Mango Machine. As you can see, there's an option for Signal. And what Signal is you are showing interest in a professional and seeing that they have the right skills to do the job that you're hoping to hire for. So if I had a job that was necessary for digital marketing needs, I can select any of these job posts that I have, and then I can write a greeting and invite her to apply to that particular job post. I'm going to go ahead and show you what an invite does look like when you do receive one. So for the sake of demonstration, we've created this fake person. Her name's Maria. I can promise you that Mango Machine is definitely hiring a junior software developer. So that is a real job post that we have. But for the sake of testing, we just decided to invite this fake person to apply for this job post. So you can see this greeting that we've created, and there's this purple button. So as a pro, when you receive a signal, you will be able to click on your own Exp card and then see any signals that you've collected. So if you click this, it'll take you straight to the job post. If a business is deliberately signaling interest in you, it means they want you to apply. It doesn't mean that you have the job already. It just means that they're showing interest in you. And when you click apply, you'll have a very similar experience to what a business has. You can actually do your own greeting before you apply. You can think of it as a cover letter. Clicking apply will actually redirect you to their site for you to complete the application process. So that's the application flow. So you can see that you can traditionally search for a job post, or you can create these Exp cards. And these Exp cards will be searchable by businesses where they can actually log in, find you, and signal to you so you can apply for the jobs that actually want you. And if that's still confusing to you, we still need resumes at the end of the day. Rambutan isn't the only avenue of finding a job, and we definitely want you to use as many tools as you can. So when you're creating Exp cards with us, not only are you getting the benefit of creating these mini advertisements for businesses, but you're also generating yourself a dynamic resume. So with us, you actually get this for free just by simply signing up. None of this is at any cost to you. As you're creating each Exp card, when you're ready, click this button and instantly a professional looking resume will be ready for you to print at any time. And if you feel like you have to edit it, all you have to do is just go back to one of these cards. And if you want to add any more experience, if you're ready, just go ahead and click that resume button again, and it will automatically generate that as well. You don't have to worry about writing a Word document and formatting it. This structure that we've provided for you, try it out, see if it works, but this is a completely free tool. So even if you decide to use Rambutan only to generate your resume, and that's all you really need it for, we're here for that. We want you to succeed in any way you can. And if we can create a resume for you that's professional and that's easy to use, that's great. But you also get the benefit of creating these Exp cards, and who knows, somebody might message you and ask for you to apply. And before I forget, we're actually rolling out support for language. Everything initially was launched with English only, but we're working with real translators. We're not relying on GPT. And if you take a look at this right corner, and you can see that some of the app already has translations for you. So another thing that we got feedback on, to a lot of virtual assistants, they need more than just a typical job search platform. They need tools that help facilitate trust and communication with their clients. And we learned that that's actually really hard to accomplish with the existing tooling. Not to mention, there are certain platforms that do provide that, but they lock you in and you cannot use anything else outside of it. So with Rambutan, we're actually building our own tool set that virtual assistants can use for free with any of their clients. And we are calling that Projects. Projects is a new way to facilitate all of the tools that you have with your client. If you have project management software like Asana or Monday, you can attach that to your project in Rambutan. If you have a cloud storage like Dropbox or Google Drive, you can go ahead and add that to the project. If you need time tracking, we have that available, and we'll have a place for you to communicate with your client. So everything is trackable and traceable, and you'll be able to have that transparency with your client so everyone is on the same page throughout the entire project. But the biggest benefit is that we heard that a lot of virtual assistants work on an honor system. So with that, we wanted to create not exactly a contract, but a set of agreements. So when you create your project for the first time, you will establish the tools that you will use. Whether or not you want to use tracking, it's up to you. Whatever project management system you want to use with your client, whatever their preferences are. You can set the goals, milestones, what you promise to deliver, what they promise to pay. You both, the client and the virtual assistant, stick to that. For me, that's worked as a software developer. I know that timelines change, scope changes, what was promised can change, just depends on the nature of how things go. So you can have the ability to change the scope and the tool set if you need to, but both you and your client have to agree together before you can make that change. So that kind of keeps that accountability going, where someone can't just change their mind and pay you less than what they agree to, and you can't underdeliver to a client. You can communicate that with each other through Rambutan, and together in a project, you can change the scope and the tool set that you need. We have not just regulation where you can report a shady job post. With projects, we also have that accountability feature where if someone promises you something and they don't meet on that promise, we want to make sure that we can build trust on this platform and that everybody's honest on here. Work can get done and people get paid. The one nice thing is the tools that we build for Filipino professionals, they're always free. So Rambutan will never ask you for any amount whatsoever if you're a Filipino professional. When it comes to what a Filipino worker needs, we want to build as many useful tools for them so they can succeed and not have to worry about anybody hurting them in the long run. So right now, with your free account, I highly encourage you to create Exp Cards. And even if you don't have the time, you're welcome to email us your resume and we can create Exp Cards for you and print your resume and mail you that resume ourselves. We want to help in any way we can. We hope that you give it a try. So thank you.